Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
tonu tātou i nā whānau, e noho pani ana, e noho pauri ana, e noho taumaha ana i tēnei wā. Arohai nā tura, arohai nā tura, arohai nā tura.
Haeronga haerau!
Ko tēnei te mihi no mātou nā pauako, o te herena waka kia koutou nā whānau whānui no nā hau e whā. E tautoko ana i o koutou taonga i tēnei wā. Ko rātou te kaupapa nei. I riro rātou i nā tohu mātauranga. Māwai, māna tamarike mo kapuna, māna whānau, māna hāpuri, mā tātou katoa e.
Haeronga haerau!
Hee-ha, hee-ha!
Hātaiana!
Te waka! Te waka! Te waka! Ki tātoko toranga i takoto i te waka! Te waka! Te waka! Te waka! Ki tātoko toranga i takoto i te waka!
Ko e nei a kukupu whakamutuna o te wānei e. Ko te manu e kai ana i te miro no nā te nāhere. Ko te manu e kai ana i te mātauranga no nā te ao. Ko koutou nā manu i tēnei wā. Rere atura, rere atura, rere atura.
Graduates, please be seated. E nā iho o ngā maunga whakahi, ngā mātā waka o ngā tōpito katoa o te ao. Tōia mai o koutou waka kia whakanui ai ngā ākona ka whakawhiwhia ki a rātou tohu i tēnei rā. Nau mai ki te herenga waka. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Friends, whānau, welcome to our Te Herenga Waka Victoria University of Wellington graduation ceremony. Before we commence the formal ceremony, there are a couple of announcements and acknowledgements I would like to make. Firstly, if you haven't already downloaded your official graduation program, the QR code is on the screen now. This will become a record of the event, but also assist you with the procedures for the ceremony and other information. We encourage you to post or share your photos of today's ceremony and tag the university on your socials. The social media handles are on the screen. We also encourage you to like or love the photos you see so that more of our whānau can share your memories today. So let's have a practice. Let's get out our phone. Don't pretend like you don't have one. And what I want you to do, and this is for the whānau as well, everybody, not just the graduates, is take a selfie with the person next to you. Now, I know some of you are from FHSS, and so you're part of the creatives, but you don't have to edit it right now. But please upload them and share and tag the university so that we can have a collection of the in-house selfies. Just to make some acknowledgements. Thank you to trumpeters Daniel Dalglish, Lena Krakowiak, Thomas Metz, and Dishan Chu on piano for their performance of Processional Fanfare by Douglas Lilburn, and thank you to Ngai Tauira Kapahaka for welcoming our graduates into the auditorium. I would also like to thank our band this afternoon, Pacifica Tune. And because I'm loving your energy, we're all going to get up and sing the national anthem. The words will appear on the screen and the singing will be led by Candice Chung, accompanied by Dishan Chu on the piano. Please stand and welcome them both.
Hey.
Please be seated. Kia ora, good afternoon and welcome to this graduation ceremony for Te Whānau o Akopai, Faculty of Education, and Te Wāhanga Aronui, Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. I am Professor Rawania Higgins, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Māori and Engagement, and your MC for this ceremony. I'm delighted you could join us this afternoon to celebrate the achievements of your whānau member, friend or colleague. As well as being proud spectators, you are also formal witnesses to these official proceedings. A very warm welcome also to whānau and friends throughout Aotearoa and from across the globe viewing these proceedings via our live stream. I would now like to introduce to you the Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington. This is a role that dates back to the Middle Ages when the first universities were established. The Chancellor is the Chair of the University Council, which is the governing body responsible for setting the university's strategic direction. Nō reira, e te whakaminenga, nei rā te manukura o Te Herenga Waka, the Chancellor, John Allen.
Ena mana, ena reo, ena iwi, nā mātā waka o te motu. Koutou ngā ākonga ki whakanuia I tēnei rā. Nau mai, haere mai, piki mai, ki tēnei hui whakapūmau. Toia mai o koutou waka, ki Te Herenga Waka. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Kia ora tātou, ko John Allen tauko ingoa, and it's my very great pleasure as Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, to welcome you to this celebration. It is a celebration. It is a party. It is a recognition of our graduates, their work, their achievement, and what they are going to do in the world from here. It is a celebration of all those who have been with you on that journey. Your friends, whānau, classmates, associates, many of whom I know are in the auditorium and will be looking to celebrate as you walk across this stage. It is a celebration of those within the Te Herenga Waka community, our academic and professional staff who have been with you on this journey, cajoling you, guiding you, sometimes activating you to ultimately achieve this level of success. And it is a statement about the importance of universities in our community, in our country at this time. I know that there are plenty of people who want to write universities off. There are people who say that we're yesterday's sort of program. There are people who think that we're some sort of out-of-date medieval sect. And I have to say I have some sympathy with that view as we sort of wander in our garb. But the truth of the magic of a university is this, that we stand in thousands of years of tradition, of education, of cultural heritage, of the great traditions of religion across our globe. And all of that knowledge is locked up in the minds and heads of the brains trust that's sitting behind me. And then the incredible thing is this, that every year there's a new group of students who come and clash into all of that knowledge, or they delicately meld into all of that knowledge. Clashing is terribly last, sort of 80s. They delicately meld into all of that knowledge. And that's where the alchemy of the university occurs. That's where we get the creativity. That's where we get the energy. That's where we get the new thinking. And that's why universities continue to be enormously relevant at these times. Now, I know that many of you would say that celebrations at the moment are misplaced, that there's so much going on in our world and in our country that is challenging to all of us. We know of wars, we know of climate change, we know of all kinds of crises in relation to housing or health that are impacting so many across our community. And we know that those challenges are going to involve significant effort from all of us to address over the next period. People are, we are told, disillusioned. People are writing books called The End Times or The Age of Revolution. People are increasingly retreating to an environment of strong leaders as they see them, dictators as some would see them, because they feel those people are going to give them security. Now, the extraordinary thing about that is that the disciplines represented in this room today, all of your learning, all of your teaching is going to be directed against that narrative. Because I want to be clear, that this university stands for a very different world. This university stands in a world where people are encouraged and able to think for themselves, not directed from Wellington or anywhere else. This university stands in the tradition that respects scholarship, learning and expertise and recognises the role that that plays in informing progressive discussion. And might I salute in that mode the people in red in the front row here, our doctoral graduates, people, yeah. I know that there are people now who don't think expertise matters, who think they reckon that they've just tweeted in some moment of extraordinary fabulousness is up to the 5, 6, 7 years, maybe more, of dedicated study that it takes to get a PhD. And you and I know that if we're going to address the challenges that I've just articulated and the many more that are confronting us, the reckons are not going to be enough. We need deep expertise, we need to listen to deep expertise, we need to learn from deep expertise, and we need to encourage generations that are coming after us to develop that expertise, because that is where the solutions to these challenges are going to be found. Now, the truth about universities is that we are designed to do a few things. It's a legal construct. You can go to the Education and Training Act and you can see these things. The first is we have to train people to think for themselves. That is one of our statutory obligations. The second is we have to be a repository of expertise and knowledge. The third is we have to do international class teaching and learning. The fourth is that we have to be prepared to act as a critic and conscience of society. And then, and here's the most extraordinary thing, we have this superpower given to us in the legislation. It's called academic freedom. And what that allows is for students and academics to question received wisdom, to propose new ideas, even if they are unpopular or controversial. And so we as an institution and you as the products of this institution hold many of the skills required to combat the negativity, the dictatorialism, the anti-educationalism or intelligence that we see in so much of the narrative across our country at the moment. We know that AI can be a power for good, but we also know that AI and deep fakes and all that stuff can explode society and push people to the fringes. We need the centre to be strong, and the university stands unashamedly in the centre. The university stands unashamedly for a society in which everybody has the opportunity to participate, to achieve to their best. You know, the great narratives of the UN Charter, for example, or the Declaration of Human Rights. The UN Charter, which said to save the world from the scourge of war. We are doing several things, setting up the UN. That was the San Francisco Conference in 1945. The Declaration of Human Rights says all people are born free and equal in rights and dignity. And if you are not excited by those sorts of visions, if you're not excited by what the potential of those particular messages is, then you're in the wrong place. Because this is an environment in which we want to collectively harness the passions, the powers and the opportunities of all people. There's a poem. There's a poem called Fear of Change. I wasn't necessarily going to use it, but it'll go in here nicely, I think. I never get it quite right, so if you know it, and many of you will, just interject if I get it slightly wrong. It goes something like this. If you and I were woken by the drums of revolution in the street, Or suppose the door flew open and there stood a young bullfighter with a skin of rough red wine offering us all death, sex, hope. Or even an earthquake causing the roof to shake, the trees to rattle, calling us all loudly to consider God. Let us admit with no shame whatever, we're not that sort of people. We've learnt to weigh our words like ounces of butter. Our skill is for anger and monotony. Therefore we'll survive the singers, the dancers, the star-crossed lovers. We'll bury them all and spend a long wet weekend arguing whether the corpses were dressed in black or red. Now, something like that. Now, the reason... Oh, yeah. The reason I like that poem is not simply because I like the idea that we've got people who are speaking with, speaking on the one hand, on the other hand, weighing their words like ounces of butter, and we're doing something about that, because that is not the sort of advocacy that this university wants. That is not the sort of advocacy that this country needs. What I love is just a simple proposition. What are you going to do when your door flies open and there's a young bullfighter? And there's the question to you all. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when you're confronted by the extraordinary opportunities that are ahead of you? What are you going to do when there's an explosive opportunity for creativity and change that you can be part of? Are you going to lean into that, or are you going to run away from it? Because we know that we need creativity, and there's so much creativity in this room. We know that we need new energy and new thinking, and there's so much of that in this room. But to do that, you need to lean into change. To do that, you've got to be prepared to stand up and to speak. To do that, you've got to be able to articulate your views and defend your views in what can sometimes be challenging and contested space. And what I'd say to you is the reason I am optimistic, despite all the challenges that we have on our planet and in our world, the reason I am optimistic is because I know you have the skills to do that. More than that, I know that the disciplines in which you're engaged, education, various elements of creativity and communication, music and writing, are exactly the elements that have the potential to confront those oligarchs and to draw our society together. We can tell different stories. Now, I should just recognise in saying that Emily Perkins, who won an extraordinary award in Auckland last night, and just recognise her and the team at the IML for the remarkable work they do in articulating different stories in this place. We can use music to bring us together. You all know that if you want to put someone off war, get them to listen to the Britain War Requiem. I know you all know that, but if you don't know that, that's a really good piece of advice. If you get someone who's a bit hot-headed in the sort of warring sort of space, give them the Iliad to read. That's a good start, because I can tell you that the Iliad will put them off as well. But second, get them to listen to the Britain Requiem, which sets to music Wilfred Owen's poems, or many of Wilfred Owen's poems, and is the most heart-rending, depressing, extraordinary experience. And once you'd listened to that and read the Iliad, you'd be going nowhere near war ever, ever, ever again. And no sensible person should be. And if you're an oligarch, and there might be some nascent oligarchs in the room, or you've got some sort of sympathy for oligarchical thinking, then can I recommend Shelley to you? Ozymandias. You'll remember that. That's the one about the statue standing in the desert. That's fallen over and decrepit, and it's standing in a vast plain with absolutely nothing around it, and on the plinth is, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look upon my wonders and despair. I'll try again. I am Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look upon my wonders, all ye mighty, and despair. And there's just a great desert around Ozymandias, and he's sort of crushed and fallen. And that's the reality for these people. They're stuffed. It's only a question of time. So can I simply say to you, congratulations. It is extraordinary that you have achieved what you have, but no pressure. This is the beginning. And we expect to see action now on the basis of what you've learned. We need you to act. We want you to act. We want to act with you. We know you've got the tools. You know that the world needs you. Nō reira tēnā koutou kia ora mai, tēnā tātou katoa. Now, something even more exciting than that, and I mean that quite sincerely. Thank you. Just give me half a second, just catch your breath and get ready for the next round of singing, dancing and wild partying. As Chancellor of the University, I shall now proceed with the conferment of an honorary degree. Would Peter Stanley Hughes please come forward? The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nick Smith, will read the citation.
Chancellor, Peter Hughes has devoted more than 40 years to a career in public service in Aotearoa, New Zealand. He has made a significant contribution to upholding and enhancing democracy in this country and is widely respected for his contributions as a leader in the public service. Peter grew up in Wellington and attended Te Henenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, graduating in 1981 with a Bachelor of Arts in English Literature. He later received a postgraduate diploma in Business Administration from Massey University and a Master of Public Administration from Harvard University. Peter Hughes' career began in the public service at the Department of Social Welfare in the early 1980s. He started in an entry-level role, slowly working his way up and moving into roles that included providing policy advice, working in the field, and senior executive management. Peter went on to work in the health sector, including roles as Deputy Director General of Health and Chief Executive of the Health Funding Authority. In the lead role at the Health Funding Authority, he oversaw changes to the way health services were planned, funded and delivered in New Zealand, ultimately disestablishing the agency and leading to setting up of district health boards. His next role in 2000 was leading the Department of Internal Affairs. With his impressive credentials and strong skills in social welfare space, in 2001, Peter was shoulder-tapped to lead the country's largest government department, the Ministry of Social Development. Peter was responsible for more than 10,000 staff across 300 locations and a $20 billion budget. Throughout his 10-year tenure in that role, Peter was credited with bringing positive changes to the ministry, meeting high levels of performance targets, and a commitment to impacting policy to the benefit of every New Zealander. Peter has been involved in Victoria University of Wellington for a number of years. In 2007, he served as the chair of the advisory board of Victoria's School of Government, and he was also a member of the Faculty of Commerce and Administration's MBA advisory board. In 2010, he was awarded a Hunter Fellowship from the university, which recognises an outstanding contribution to the advancement of the university. Following 30 years in the New Zealand state sector, Peter moved into the education sector, taking up a role as the Professor of Public Management and Head of School at the School of Government at the university between 2011 and 2013. During this time, he established research funding to support government and social environmental policies, including sourcing the original $3 million endowed fund from the Gamma Foundation. He also taught in Australia and New Zealand School of Government, later joining the board until November 2020. Following his time at the university, he was appointed as Secretary for Education, and it was in this position until 2016. He led the education sector through a program of reforms, including completing the national standards implementation and setting up the committees for learning for Kahuia Ako around New Zealand, through the resolution of significant issues encountered with the web-based payroll system NovaPay. Peter Hughes was appointed the State Services Commissioner in 2016 and remained in that role until his retirement in February this year. Throughout his career, Peter has served on boards including the government's Better Public Services Advisory Board, the Equal Employment Opportunities Trust, the Australia and New Zealand School of Government Board and the Earthquake Commission. For his vast work in the public service and influential leadership, Peter Hughes has received many accolades and awards. In 2012, he was made a Companion of the New Zealand Order of Merit for services to the state. In 2013, he was voted Wellingtonian of the Year in the government category. He is a highly respected public servant who has always approached his work with tireless professionalism, commitment and political neutrality. He has led with integrity and compassion and sought out continuous improvements in all areas of the public service. In every role he has held, Peter Hughes has worked to ensure the public services were inclusive and responsive to New Zealand's needs and informed by customers, clients and citizens. He has been described as a once-in-a-lifetime leader. Peter Hughes is an outstanding alumnus of this university, and we are proud to recognise his achievement with our highest honour. Chancellor, I have the honour to present you Peter Stanley Hughes, Master in Public Administration, Harvard University, Postgraduate Diploma in Business and Administration, Massey University, Bachelor of Arts, Victoria, University of Wellington, for the degree of Doctor of Literature, honoris causa, in this university.
By the authority of Victoria University of Wellington, I, John Allen, Chancellor, now confer on Peter Stanley Hughes the degree of Doctor of Literature, honoris causa.
The Chancellor will now recognise the graduates as listed in the graduation programme. Will all degree, diploma and certificate graduates please stand? That's all of you who are coming up on the stage.
It's quite important. This is when you actually graduate. I, John Allen, Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, would like to formally recognise the persons whose names are entered in the presentation of graduates, the degrees, diplomas and certificates there appearing, and confirm that they have been admitted to these degrees, diplomas and certificates in this university. Congratulations to you all. As graduates, you may now put on your trenchers.
Graduates, please be seated. We now move on to honouring the graduates listed in the programme. Each graduate will be called to the stage to be congratulated, beginning with the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nick Smith, will read the summaries. The Chancellor will congratulate these graduates.
So we have just heard from the Chancellor with passion, with prose, poetry, energy, excitement, enlightenment. I think you can all appreciate the alliteration around the importance of universities. And this afternoon is our final graduation ceremony, and I'm going to let you into a secret. You're our favourite. And it's not just because of the energy in the room, although that is fantastic, as Ronia commented at the beginning of the ceremony. It's also because, as John has highlighted, your capacity to bring respect to debate in ways that preserves relationships, to bring evidence in a way that underpins understanding, but also captures the humility required to both talk and listen to some of the challenges that we have in time. And as John exalted you and exalts me regularly, that is important to acknowledge that joy, and it is important to sing and important to dance and important to celebrate in that space. It is advice I take very seriously and do regularly. But for the benefit of both yourselves and often my family, I hold it on the inside. But in no way does that diminish the contribution and the excitement that we have. As John has already acknowledged, the people in the front in the red gowns are at that very academic pinnacle. They are key to that process of enriching knowledge and creativity and the diverse ways of understanding the world. Their research has provided insights into not just major but increasingly existential questions that society faces. They are experts at that increasingly important and challenging skill of separating expertise from opinion, and they have spent years learning that craft. They can help us understand not just the past or the present, but the possible futures, and understand that in a way that perhaps we can make slightly better choices than some of our political demagogues are doing at this point in time. They're independent thinkers and makers who are active and engaged global citizens. We're very proud to know them, and we're very much looking forward to them leaving the institution, staying in touch, but making the kinds of impacts that we've just heard about. The short citations that I'll now share give only a very small glimpse of the impact and innovation of their work. But I do, however, hope they show the significant issues that the next generation of scholars, professionals, and teachers are pursuing. Would the Doctor of Education please come forward? Chris Fiedel. Cognitive behavioural therapy is a widely used approach to help individuals resolve dysfunctional thoughts and feelings. Chris evaluated the use of a particular cognitive-based coaching program aimed at secondary school students. He investigated both how to train coaches in schools and the effects of the programs on the students themselves. His work suggests that the program is both feasible to roll out in secondary school and has promising impacts on students, but that more work could and perhaps should be done to boost its effects on academic achievement. Chancellor, I present Chris Fiedel to the degree of Doctor of Education. Would the Doctors of Philosophy please come forward? Patrick John Biggs. Light verse is a mode of poetry that encompasses satire, parody, nonsense, comic song, and more. Patrick's research is a sustained account of the development of light verse in England from 1818 to 1978. Light verse has characteristic features: its formality, its humour, and its preoccupation with nostalgia. Patrick's thesis illustrates that these features have, at all times, been the product of shifting social contexts. Chancellor, I present Patrick John Biggs to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in English Literature. Kōkī Hong Fong. Fong's study was among the first systemic investigations into teachers' formative assessment practices in Vietnamese classrooms. She developed a questionnaire of 50 items to collect data from 425 university teachers. Her results show that while teachers may understand formative assessment, they do not use it. Based on her findings, she developed a checklist for classroom teachers to reflect on how they assess their students. Chancellor, I present Kōkī Hong Fong to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Linguistics. Sen Chung. Sen's research focused on the processing of morphologically complex words by Mandarin Chinese learners of English. These are words like created and creation. Her work gives us a better understanding of how these types of words are processed and stored in learners' minds, especially from the perspective of individual differences. Chancellor, I present Xin Chung to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Linguistics. Martin Emo. In the past 30 years, digital technology has changed music making. Martin explored how secondary school music teachers use digital technology and how they value their students' popular and electronic music preferences. His work shows the importance of teachers' autonomy in fostering their students' musical creativity within New Zealand's open music curriculum. Chancellor, I present Martin Emo to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education. Brittany Ray Hobuck. Brittany worked in her partner's community in Vanuatu to document the decisions around developing a writing system for Digang, a language of southeast Makula. Her thesis provides the first grammar sketch of Digang. It also explores collaborative language projects and the navigation between Indigenous Pacific epistemologies and Western academic traditions. Chancellor, I present Brittany Ray Hobuck to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Linguistics. Anne Pham. Anne examined the implementation of a national policy for the professional development of language teachers in Vietnam. She looked at the factors that drove implementation and the value it derived. Her work provides evidence to help improve professional development for teachers in her country, and her findings are also useful for any other country that wishes to implement a national policy. Chancellor, I present Anne Pham to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Linguistics. Nishta Singh. Nishta explored the psychology well-being of international tertiary students in Aotearoa, New Zealand. She emphasises the significance of understanding individual, social and institutional factors in fostering students' well-being in such a cross-cultural educational environment. Her thesis highlights the important role of both institution and student, advocating for shared responsibilities in promoting and supporting students' psychological well-being. Chancellor, I present Nishta Singh to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education. Sarah Taggart. Sarah's creative writing thesis both dramatises and examines the literary treatment of the lived experience of madness and the psychiatrisation. A creative writing thesis has two components. Her creative component is a novel that illuminates the experience of the mad individual. Her critical component examines potential prejudice in the established criticism on Janet Frame. Sarah's creative and critical research together propose that madness can say itself in mad texts. Chancellor, I present Sarah Taggart to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Creative Writing. Lauren Van Noorden. Lauren's research is in educational psychology. She developed and evaluated a collaborative parent coaching program to support autistic preschool children. Lauren's work highlights effective and efficient ways to promote the communication, play skills and social engagement of young autistic children. Chancellor, I present Lauren Van Noorden to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Education.
You will notice that our new doctoral graduates have now moved to sit with the university staff. This acknowledges their academic achievement and welcomes them to the College of Academics. Ho mai anō te pakipaki. We now move to honouring graduates from Te Whānau o Akopai, the Faculty of Education. The Chancellor will congratulate the graduates as they process. The Acting Dean of the Faculty, Professor Carmen Daly, will announce the graduates, will announce each graduate. Associate Dean, Teacher Education, Dr. Hedia McRae, will present their certificates.
Chancellor. Will the Masters of Education please come forward? Jacob Bertelsen. Bernadette Burtenshaw. Heather Clark. Jaya Sapna Harishand. Maria Carmela Hernandez. Tina Hitomi Higashi. Maria Margaret Higginson. Ichen Lee. Madeline Mills. Kelsey Taylor. Will the Masters of Educational Psychology please come forward? Angela Vetty Mary Barone Pyle. Yen Chao Shin. Tom Fitzgerald Lowe. Bridget Hill, Hall. Jacinta Heffernan. Catherine Ivanov. Susie Jones. Tyra Land. Arabella McCardle. Uella McBride. Sophie McElwain Wilson. Krishna Patel. Samantha Piper. Chitra Tiwari. Amber White. Amelia Wilson. Will the Masters of Secondary School Leadership please come forward? Jodine Hardwick. Ed Hendricks. Linda Laurosa Sima. Will the Master of Teaching and Learning Primary, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, please come forward? Dan Fui. Will the Masters of Teaching and Learning Primary please come forward? Hayley Baldwin. Lauren Brown. Sarah Byrne. Grant Clark. Hayley Cooper. Anna Coyne. Molly Evanet. Cherie Olivia Horton. Ian Lambie. Josh McAnich. Rebecca Mead. Annika Molloy. Brooke Newman. Hamish Parks. Kaylin Patterson. Anna Ravendran. Carly Smith. Gabrielle Arihia Rangi Anita Sterling Beattie. Will the Master of Teaching and Learning Secondary, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts with Honours, please come forward? Zayn Barefoot. Will the Masters of Teaching and Learning Secondary, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, please come forward? Anna Kammick-Nichols. Bethany Drower. Ben Winter. Will the Master of Teaching and Learning Secondary please come forward? Cameron Fitzpatrick. Henry Lockhart. Rachel Lockwood. Yasmin Omur McKenzie. Usheen Quinn. Will the Bachelors of Education Teaching Early Childhood please come forward? Lizzie Agnew. Kaylis Boyer. Sarah Greenwald. Ruby Glanfield. Sorry. Francis Holmes. Carly Johnson. Bernice Lee. Clarence Lamis. Taisha Zimkowiak. Eve Omiki. Grace Olson. Shannon Yvonne Poltney. Angie Ramsdale. Jules Ritson. William Ross. Brittany Sweeney. Tessa Vailoa. Celeste Vandermeel. Tegan Danielle Voller. Ada Wong. Hayley Williams. Megan Woodley. Will the postgraduate diploma in education please come forward? Joyce Chen. Will the postgraduate diplomas in educational psychology practice please come forward? Sophie Coffey. Holly Davis. Bridie Hawhey. Rebecca Hay. Kate Mickelson. Jake Payton. Edie Scott. Devin Waikari. Will the graduate diplomas of teaching early childhood education please come forward? Katrina Conway. Penny Johnson. Preeti Khanna. Rosie Lee. Will the graduate diplomas of teaching primary please come forward? Jessica Anir Charlton. Hayley Arts. Olivia Beard. Mackenzie Batchelor. Lena Blank. Ella Deblois. Marie Dobby. Persephone Giddens. Tyler Greer. Elisa Groves. Jamie Hamill Butterworth. Michaela Hedifin. Tiahuia Holden. Joseph Hunt. Hugo Miller. Sarah O'Dowd-Vriens. Amrita Paguman Singh. Bailey Potangaroa. Catherine Louise Price. Christy Robinson. Keely Saunders. Maura Stewart. Amber Wilkins. Gemma Woolcock. Will the Graduate Diploma of Teaching Secondary, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts with Honours, please come forward? Phoebe Hewitt. Will the Graduate Diplomas of Teaching Secondary please come forward? Isaac Adams. Dustin Underlini. Henry Bell Chambers. Jyotsna Balla. James Kane. James Davies. Helena de Kock. Troy Etherington. Alistair Ford. Dylan Goldsmith. Sumer Harker. Elana Kane. Thomas Kelly.
Nō koe te maringa nui kia karanga ki te tohu kairangi hōnore I tēnei wā. It is now with pleasure that I invite our Honorary Doctorate, Peter Hughes, to give the graduation address.
Eina mana, eina iwi, e raurangatira mā, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, parents, families, friends, staff of the university and most importantly graduates, kia ora koutou katoa. To the leadership of the university, thank you so very much for honouring me with this award. I am truly very humbled and moved by it. In particular, in honouring me, you honour all public servants and the spirit of service to the community that they bring to their work every day. Thank you for doing that. Thank you so much. Victoria University is one of the great educational institutions of the world, and I am hugely proud to be a graduate of this university, to have worked here as a professor and head of school, and now proud to be receiving this award. So let me start with those of you graduating today. And I know what that feels like because 43 years ago I was you. I was sitting down there, I think in the middle somewhere over there with the Bachelors of Arts. And that was an absolutely great feeling. But never in a million years did I ever think I would be back here doing this today, probably because I didn't think I'd live to be this old. And certainly, if I had, I would have been much better behaved. The Bachelors of Arts, raise your hands, Bachelors of Arts. Can we have a round of applause for the Bachelors of Arts? For each of you, just as it was for me, today marks the end of a journey and, as the Chancellor said, the beginning of a new one. Each of you has gotten here through hard work, sacrifice, commitment, persistence, and a ton of courage. Each of you has earned the achievement we are celebrating today. You have put yourselves on the line to get here, and please know this, whatever happens in your life, no one can ever take that achievement away from you. And so I congratulate each and every one of you on your achievement, and I thank you for having the courage to aspire to it. What's important now is what you do with what you've achieved. For myself, I chose public service as my career, and I can honestly say that I have not ever, not even for one day, regretted that choice. You will each make your own choices, and I wish you well. So 43 years ago, the same year I graduated, I signed on to the permanent staff of the Department of Social Welfare. I started at the very bottom, a basic grade clerk. They called us basics for short, and that's true. It wasn't a great start. The Assistant Director Benefits and Pensions wrote on my probation report, Peter would benefit from learning to curb his natural exuberance in the area of speculating on staffing matters. Well, I never quite managed that, and look where it got me. Never, ever be afraid to question things. Starting out as a basic grade clerk in the Department of Social Welfare, it never occurred to me, ever, that one day I might end up running the place, let alone the entire public service itself. In Wellington District Office, the top dog was the District Director. Now, I knew who he was because I had to sign his name on correspondence, Mr. Lambie. I saw him a handful of times, but I literally don't ever remember speaking to him. And when I got promoted to a junior role in head office, the top dog was the Director General of Social Welfare, Mr. Grant. One day I stepped into the lift and he was right there in front of me, Mr. Grant, and I froze. And then years later, of course, I became him when I became head of the department myself. Again, one day I was in the lift when the doors opened and a young woman got in. She looked at me and she froze. "Oh," she said, "it's you." "Yes," I said, "it's me." "I would have thought you would have your own lift," she said. "I wish," I said in my head. For me, Mr. Lambie and Mr. Grant were incredibly powerful people. But during the whole time I've held these sorts of jobs, I've never once felt that. But I have always felt responsible, all of the time, every day, every week. And I felt responsible because the stakes are high. Every day of the working week, public servants right across New Zealand get up, leave their families and their homes, get on buses, trains, into cars and come to work. And what they do touches the lives of every single New Zealander, our families and our communities. And they do that mostly because they care and because they want to make a difference. And I have to say, I really do believe in that. I really do believe in the ideal of public service. I believe in the spirit of service to the community that our Public Service Act talks about. I believe that it is a noble thing to choose to serve your country and its citizens. And I believe that public service is something we should acknowledge, celebrate and reward. And it saddens me when that is not the case. We need our public sector to be efficient, to deliver services that people can rely on, to drive the best outcomes and to be future focused. But the beating heart of all of that and more is the people who choose public service and why they are there. I believe that you get the best out of people by appealing to the best in people. And in the public sector, that's the spirit of service that people bring to their work. When we're able to harness that spirit, connect it to the needs of citizens and communities, and empower people to make a difference, that's when the magic happens. That's when lives are changed. The spirit of service that our public servants bring to their work is a taonga in our nation, and as the Public Service Act says, we ought to preserve, protect and nurture it. Public service, of course, is not confined to the public service itself. Our political leaders are public servants, our judges are public servants, our teachers and school principals are public servants. Many of you do voluntary work in the community. That is public service. Some of you serve on school boards. That is public service. And to that work, you bring a spirit of service to your communities. Whatever it is that you choose to do with your lives, you will have opportunities through public service. Embrace those opportunities. Public service will enrich your lives and enhance our nation. We should remember those who got us here. Each of you graduating today is privileged to have attended this university and to have learned from the academic staff and students here. And so to the staff of the university, I say thank you so very much. Back in 1981, I nearly didn't make graduation. I decided not to go. It was all a bit too establishment. You'll remember, well, you won't remember, but this was the 80s. And establishment was not the place to be. That was until my father intervened and he informed me that I was going to graduation and that I was going to go for my mother and for our family. And of course he was right, because up until that point I'd thought it was all about me, not about anybody else. Whatever our own talents, none of us is able to do what we do in our work and in our lives without the love and support of our parents, partners, families and friends, those who believe in us and those who back us in our lives. And so to the parents, partners, families and friends here today, thank you so very much. In my own life, I've had that too, and so in particular I want to acknowledge my partner Mark and my sister Diane. Both of you have given me your total, unconditional backing and support to do the jobs I've done, all the way through, every single time. Thank you so much. And so finally, back to each of you. Congratulations once again on your achievement. Go well, live your lives with spirit, heart and passion. Always strive to make a difference for others and never forget this day and those who helped you get here. Nā reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.
Kei te karawa, Peter, tēnā koe mō e nā kupu I tēnei ahi. Thank you, Peter, for your address this afternoon. The Pro-Chancellor, the Honourable Marion Street, will now congratulate further graduates from Te Whānau o Akopai, the Faculty of Education. The Acting Dean of the Faculty, Professor Carmen Daly, will return to announce each graduate. Associate Dean, Teacher Education, Dr. Hedia McRae, will present their certificates.
Pro-Chancellor. Will the graduate diplomas of teaching secondary please continue to come forward? Emma Kent. Sayaka Kirkman. Shannon Longstaff. Tiru Madhavaraman. Kōkī Maxwell. Yumiko Navarro. Katia Nikul. Parvati Puvathinkil Sutarsanam. Eva Reed. Sophie Sargent. Chris Scanlon. Phil Smith. Brandon Smith. Tam Webster. Jake Williams. Jundi Young. Camille Young. Natalie Zhao.
We now move to honouring graduates from Te Wāhanga Aronui, the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. Associate Dean Students, Associate Professor Diana Burton will announce each graduate. Associate Dean International Dr. Angela Joe will present their certificates. The Pro-Chancellor will continue to congratulate the graduates as they process.
Chancellor. Will the Masters of Applied Linguistics please come forward? Paula Ackenstein. Ling Ti Fong Pham. Xiaoning Xu. Will the Master of Arts, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, please come forward? Harriet Salmon. Will the Masters of Arts please come forward? Bradley Aldridge. Maddie Ballard. Jane Ballantyne. Ella Borry. Geraldine Brophy Joblin. Sharif Burke. Tom Crick. Michelle Duff. Lily Fitzgerald. Sarah Gilbert. Zach Heng. Louisa Hopcroft. Tom Kelly. Jennifer Lane. Tara Leckie. Juliet McIver. Sian Morgan Waite. Amber O'Sullivan. Grania Patterson. Louise Proudfoot. Gregory Riley. Anna Scaife. Toria Scott Fife. Francesca Sewell. Melissa Simkovitz. Diane Trailing. Joseph Mary Gian Alcazar Trinidad. Kate Toomey. Bruno Willis. Jennifer Wilton. Stephen Woods. Sherry Shute. Will the Masters of Communication please come forward? Emma Anscombe. Natasha Pereira. Yizhen Hui. Will the Masters of Fine Arts Creative Practice please come forward? Nikki Nemza. Kush Sanjay Kumar Patel. Caitlin Robinson. Sean Swain. Louise Toledo. Dini Aristia Wolandari. Ditaz Yap. Will the Masters of Intercultural Communication and Applied Translation please come forward? Anas Al-Jabawi. Mitchell Wood. Will the Master of Linguistics please come forward? Lynn Melrose. Will the Masters of Music Therapy please come forward? Deborah Bellringer. Stephanie Chung. Avalon Hewitt. Will the Master of Musical Arts please come forward? Zoe Lee. Will the Masters of Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages please come forward? Nung Dang. Nolene Lewis. Tang Nguyen Van Nguyen. Nguyen Ngoc Pher Nguyen. Nguyen Nguyen. Ming Zhang. Crimson Jung. Will the Bachelors of Arts with Honours, also graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, please come forward? Annabelle Black. Gilbert Ostini. David Summerfield. Will the Bachelors of Arts with Honours please come forward? Anthony Barge Baker. Annie Barnard. Isabel Carson. Megan Reid. Matthew Trevor James Whiteman. Will the Bachelor of Music with Honours, also graduating with a Bachelor of Music, please come forward? Emily Jane Stockman. Will the Bachelors of Music with Honours please come forward? Hamish Goodhue. Patrick Shanahan. Miru Shimaoka. Would the Bachelors of Arts please come forward? Nathan Alakon. Tulip Anderson. Rebecca Arnold. Nathan Arnott. Seren Ashmore. Josh August. Presley Bairstow Wotton. Amber Beattie. Lily Page Bernhardi. Alexis Besson McCain. Zoe Blackmore. Henry Board. Amy Borner. Olivia Bradfield. Simon Burgess. Samreddy Soumyadev Chakrabarti. Chen Nuya. Alex Cherian. Callie Chinnery. Laura Clark. Sarah Collier. Matthew McKee-Connon. Jessica Coombs. Kaylee Cotterill. Felix Coy. Jonathan Crow. Seamus Curtin. Neve Cuisine. Nivan Dane. Thomas Jeremy Davidson. Eva May Davis. Ria de Jong. Anna Ruby Durning. Lily Eagles. Jane Eves. Sky Icker. Bianca Ellis. Brianna Fitzpatrick. Maxim Francis. Nahaki Gardner. Bianca Garraway. Tegan Gibbs-Fleming. Scarlett Goodyear. Bibiana Grainer. Maggie Hadfield. Elena Hadlow. Hazel Hagan. Nathan Hall. Lauren Hamill. Sophie Hampson. Teresa Healy. Rachel Palatava Kelata Iviana Vaihelu. Neil Holden. Briar Hollick. Neve Hopman. Michael Huang. Reese Hughes. Jasmine Irvine. Maya Jackson. Isabella Jensen. Ali Jones. Georgia Jones. Callum Jones Harvey. Pearl Captain Kirker. Olivia Kirkwood. Florence Kitteridge. Catherine Knight McLean. Willem Koller. Elisha Koritz. Shazana Laulu. Amber Lafferty. Naisha Aditi Lal. Torchi Lam. Zach Langridge. Sophia Lawrenson. Joe Lawrence. Damon Lindrum. Ying Lin. Ava Lindsay. Cecilia Liu. Imogen Holly Logan. Hannah Marshall. Rosie Mazur. Joseph McDonnell. Sofia Isabel Mendoza. Simone Mikaire. Stefan Minich. Jesse Mock. Katya Moka. Emma Moore. Philippa Lillian Morris. Louisa Morton. Pro-Chancellor.
Our interlude this afternoon is a performance by the Te Herenga Waka Victoria University Samoan Students Association. O mai te pakipaki ki a rātou, please welcome them to the stage. whētai te le lava. Thank you, Victoria University Samoan Students Association. The Chancellor will now return. The Chancellor will now congratulate further graduates from Te Wāhanga Aronui, the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. Associate Dean Students, Associate Professor Diana Burton will announce each graduate. Associate Dean International, Dr. Angela Joe, will present their certificates.
Would the Bachelors of Arts please continue to come forward? Vari Mowat. Alana Mon. Georgia Murray. Olivia Newton. Vi Deng Nguyen. Micah Nicholson. Kay Ning. Ava O'Brien. Caleb O'Halloran. Hamish O'Malley King. Teddy O'Neill. Kat Oliver. Dania Ola. Xiu Min Ong. Mitangi Patel. Jessica Payton. Phoebe Pierrard. Laura Puglia. Alex Quinn. Dylan Ravenhall. Hallie Richards. Chloe Robinson. Chinese Nicole Rourke. Tom Rose. Kat Rowan. Joseph Rosca. Emma Anouk Ryan. Evan Ryan Fraser. Hililo Dylan Savalio Rooney. Amelia Sawyer. Joseph Schroeder. Esther Schubert. Abigail Shepherd. Megan Smith. Nate Smith. Marko Solokov. Akshat Sondi. Maddie Soper. Paige Stevenson. Malachi Swindley. Max Taylor. Mitchell Thornton. Ananyapol Tiamduan Tawan. Kyoko Tokura. Francesca Tolich. Jasmine Townsend. Logan Tubman Wallace. Brandon Va'a. Katrina Vag. Rosie von Bosekom. Amelia Walsh. Lucy Ward. Evelyn Wilson. Sophia Wilson. Acacia Wong. Andrian Wong. Kun Chao Wu. Yu Chi Shin. Run Shen Yang. Ching Fang Yan. No. Kevin Yu. Shannon Yule. Will the Bachelor of Communication, also graduating with the Bachelor of Commerce, please come forward? Briar Madeline Jonas. Nope. Will the Bachelors of Communication please come forward? Yasmin Adams. Gemma Bateman. Libby Bush. Bree Campbell. Tom Colson. Amy Cornhill. Olivia Dennis. Josh Diprose. Pippi Duncan. Liv Fanselo. Laura Fawcett. Matthew Fleming. Hannah Gallagher. Gia Griffin. Phoebe Harris. Lucy Harrison Purdy. Ellie Jarvis. Jenna J. De Bruin Johnson. Ariana Caveni. Zoe May Keane. Helena Lindsay. Georgina McMillan. Nayeli Marul Misawa. Ame Nori. Emma Oakley. Dune Okai. Mitchell Raisin. Daniel Robinson. Bailey Salmon. Ben Sokimi. Jess Tibbs. Hannah Tollison. Sisi Wang. Georgia Waring. Hannah Withers. Molly Woodham. Will the Bachelors of Music, also graduating with a Bachelor of Science, please come forward? Tessa Fraser. Crispin Hitchings-Anstis. Jikai Lee. Will the Bachelors of Music please come forward? Caleb Burbich. Cameron Brizell. Luke Burns. Maxime Calderbank-Paquet. Fergus Cardwell-Dray. Joel Jason Chua. Edward Nicholas Esau Clarkson. Amy Clough. Jarden Dean Crafer. Jack England. Hannah Flax. Alex Huang. Tom Jennings. Hong Jae Jin. Theo Johnson. Rosie Knight. Xavier Kraus. Alvina Lau. Mathieu's Mendron. Julian Mittman. Eli Mulheron. Maya O'Connell. Eric Sebastian. Zelia Shaw. Kai Smith. Sarah Payton Taylor. Annabelle Thorpe. Gabriel Wee. Thorin Williams. Will the graduate diploma in music please come forward? Antonia Grant. Will the postgraduate certificates in intercultural communication and applied translation please come forward? Yuling Chen. Victoria Ferrero Ortiz. Naranga Jayawira. Zhang Qiu. Amira Samir Ahmed Ibrahim Salim. Will the certificates in deaf studies please come forward? Taryn Agnew. Sejin Bai. Yes. Kyle Cloete. Monare Falapeo. Claire Holtham. Chanel Sandra Kopua Aroha Kaluk. Chaukas Ben Otzi. James Randawa. Albi Reitzma. Rodney Simkovitz. Gemma Williams. Chancellor.
Traditionally, each graduation ceremony features an address by one of our newest graduates who speaks on behalf of their peers. This honour is awarded to someone who, during their time at the university, has exemplified the qualities we seek to instil in all our graduates. This afternoon's address will be given by Jessie Mock, who has graduated with a Bachelor of Arts, majoring in Psychology and Education. Jessie was awarded the Swafford Family Scholarship for Academic Excellence in her education major. During her studies, Jessie conducted research regarding psychological abuse in gymnastics. Working alongside High Performance Sport New Zealand, this research assisted the New Zealand Gymnastics Independent Review in 2021. She has also volunteered at a suicide prevention helpline, Samaritans. Jessie is currently working at IHC, an organisation helping New Zealanders with intellectual disabilities. She hopes to pursue postgraduate study in educational psychology in the future. E te whakamenenga, o mai te pakipaki, please welcome Jessie to give the graduate address.
Tēnā koutou katoa. Good afternoon, everyone, esteemed faculty, proud family, friends, and fellow graduates. Today marks a significant milestone in our lives, a moment of celebration, reflection, and transition. As we stand here on the cusp of a new chapter, I'm filled with immense gratitude and a sense of nostalgia for the journey that has brought us here. I'm sure that since completing our studies, many of you, like me, have been focused on what comes next. New jobs, new apartments, maybe travel, meeting new people, and starting a new phase of life. However, let's pause for a moment to consider the significance of this graduation for us, what we have truly accomplished, and how much progress we have made. Think back to how daunting the campus felt on your orientation day, or the feeling of frantically searching for a familiar face in the lecture hall, the times getting lost trying to find your way around campus, or the hours spent grappling with Chicago referencing only to realise that you're supposed to use APA. Reflecting on these moments, we can appreciate how far we have come. Thank you to those who've guided us along this journey, the lecturers and the staff. Your wisdom, encouragement, and unwavering support empowered us to think critically, explore new ideas, pursue our goals with determination. You inspired us, led us, and expanded our worldviews one lecture at a time. Thank you for the passion you brought, for the questions you answered, the knowledge you imparted onto us, and of course, the extensions that you granted. Also, an acknowledgement to Victoria University, to those who work behind the scenes to keep the wheels turning, and to those who handle the big picture logistics to enable us to focus on studying. Thank you for carrying us through an uncertain time. The years after the pandemic brought some huge challenges, and your persistence is appreciated. How lucky we are to be able to attend this ceremony. And of course, a big shout out to our families and friends who have been our biggest cheerleaders. You've enjoyed our stress, celebrated our successes, and helped us see the bigger picture when things got tough. Today, we share this achievement with you. What truly brings us to this moment, though, is ourselves. We did it. It's a culmination of perseverance, dedication, and diligence. It was a daily choice to show up and do the work, to attend those lengthy 3-hour lectures, juggle part-time jobs, and to sacrifice other activities to finish assignments. It was also navigating the unexpected changes, summoning the courage to make connections, and of course, walking up that huge hill. They say life isn't measured in the amount of breaths you take, but the moments that take your breath away. And boy, walking up that hill each day, my breath was certainly taken away. I have to say, that is one thing I won't miss. On a more serious note, we here, as graduates of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, are equipped to create a more informed society. Linguistics, communications, music, media, and the arts, these disciplines are essential for cultural enrichment and societal progress. They encourage creativity, discourse, and understanding. These topics are a fundamental aspect of human existence. And as for my fellow Faculty of Education graduates, we have the power to spark innovation and uplift the learners of tomorrow. Let us use this privilege to nurture the potential in each individual, regardless of background or their circumstance. Overall, completing our studies is much more than a certification or a piece of paper. It is a show of resilience, a recognition of hard work, focus, and commitment. Something to commemorate the time we've had together, the friends we've made, the things we've learnt, the paths we've walked. Being at Victoria University, Te Herenga Waka changed me, and I bet you can say the same too. Congratulations. Let us enjoy this moment while we look forward to the future with confidence. May we use our education not only to advance our careers, but also to contribute positively to our community and the world at large. As we leave here today, let us carry with us the invaluable lessons learned, the connections made, and the memories cherished. Our potential is boundless, and I have no doubt that each of us will continue to achieve great things. Ngā mihi.
Thank you, Jessie. Thank you for reminding us that the humanities really matter, that they're not some marginal piece, they're the heart of this university, they're the heart of our communities, they're the heart of our country. Thank you for challenging and reminding us that the disciplines that we have recognised here today have the power to bring community together, to bring our world together, and to drive and implement change. Thank you also for recognising the challenges that many have had in navigating to this path, to this place. And thank you for the recognition for our faculty and all of the staff at Te Herenga Waka who have supported you and your family and friends. Thank you, Jessie. Graduates, this afternoon has been a celebration of your achievements and is a formal acknowledgement of your admittance to the community of scholars at this university. Although you may have completed your association with Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington as a student, you are now officially a valued member of the university's alumni community, and we look forward to staying in touch. Our most distinguished alumni share our pride in your success and have a few words of wisdom they wanted to share.
Congratulations to all of you. Graduating is a significant milestone in your life, and it's one you'll always remember. It marks a huge achievement, so please take some time to celebrate your success with the friends and family that have supported you. He kōrero whakamihi anō, ngā manakitanga pai mo o mahi hei whakamua. Congratulations once again, best wishes for the work ahead.
Graduating is a milestone that you and your family should all enjoy it. Live the day.
A big shout out to all the graduates this year, particularly those graduating in the arts and history and in law, and a special mention to my Pacifica brothers and sisters. Congratulations to you all.
The world awaits. You've got all kinds of fabulous lessons, curiosity, hope and exploration. So get out there and get amongst it.
Now's the time to relax a little for a few weeks, but then you got to finish the job. Remember, you had a dream, that's why you started those studies, and you'll be at some crossroads in the future. Don't back down, be courageous, give that dream a chance and finish the job.
Congratulations on graduating. You may not even see it as that much of an achievement right now, but when you look back later in life on it, you will see that it genuinely is well done.
Kia koutou kua uratu, tēnā koutou, ngā mihi kia koutou. Kawe ngā wawata o ngā mātua, haere atu koutou ki te ao, arahina ia tātou katoa. So, congratulations to all the graduates. Go forward and lead us.
I'd like to congratulate all the new graduates. Keep learning. Never let a learning opportunity go by.
Well, you've done it, and you've done it well. Have a bit of a break and have some fun, strenuous or rowdy or soothing. Walk the hifi, invent a cocktail, or sort out your sock drawer.
Yeah, you're here, you've done it. I don't know what obstacles you and your whānau have overcome to be here, but I do know that this is an amazing achievement that will change your life. Your career is going to be an incredible adventure, so take the opportunities, be fabulous, enjoy the ride, and most importantly, be nice to your parents.
This is a huge accomplishment for you all, and I guess you'll have a pause to restock, but it is a really exciting time of your life heading out into the workforce and looking for new career paths.
Well done everybody on entering the ranks of the graduates of Victoria University of Wellington. And well done also on the hard work that you've had to perform over the last few years to get to this point. Now it's time to go out and get a job.
E te whakamenenga, kua tai tātou ki te mutunga o tēnei whakapōtaitanga. Friends and whānau, here today we have come to the end of the formal graduation ceremony and our last ceremony for this week. I have one last request. If you've got any battery left, can I ask you to take your phone out again, turn the torch on, so we can light up this auditorium as we make the final procession. And to honour the achievements of our graduates, please stand while both the official procession and the procession of graduates leaves the auditorium. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa.